So classically the samurai suit was obviously worn for protection and fight against themselves and other warriors that wouldn't be protected. So the role of the ninja was to be able to overcome these restrictions. Now, to be able to allow movement to take place, obviously the wrist has to be free on the inside, the elbow had to be free on the inside, the axilla was hidden by the shoulder pad but exposed if the arm was raised. The helmet, this part, to allow movement to the head, had to be elevated, could be elevated to allow movement to the neck. So at these points you could attack. And so what we're looking for in fighting a person like this is the vulnerable points. These were known as kyushu. So points of opportunity or points of vulnerability. So if you grab my arm, then your wrist was still exposed. Your elbow on the inside was still exposed. Your armpit was still exposed. So these were the places that you would attack. If you come up here, you can put a knife into here. You can cut up the back and cut there. Also behind the knee, you could cut behind the knee because it was vulnerable. The knee has to be able to bend. And also these plates here could be lifted and attacking into the groin areas. So these were known as the kyushu and vulnerable places. Now if a person was armoured up and injured in battle and needed to be revived in some way to move another 5 miles or something, then we can use these places to treat. And this is again where the armour would come into looking at the kyushu, these vulnerable places where you can make changes. So obviously we can get hold of the hands. So on the fingers there's very important points that you can work different organs and points from. Then we can get to the elbows. So all the parts that we couldn't reach, we only need to be in these places of vulnerability, places of access, and that's how the kyushu would be moved. We can go under the axilla, we can reach into the neck, we can come down the back of the legs, we can come into the knees, and obviously we've got access to the feet. So that's how the armour would be used in the field medicine type setting.